Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid. So this could either currently be happening or may be happening at a later date. How does Capricorn currently view this relationship? Okay, Capricorn. So we do have the Three of Pentacles, we do have the King of Wands, and then we also have the Page of Cups. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords as well as the Two of Cups. All right. Capricorn, keep in mind this could be your energy or somebody else's energy. For the sake of the reading, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're this King of Wands, but you don't have to be this King of Wands. This King of Wands could, represent, someone that you currently find yourself connecting with or were connecting with, because we do have the Ten of Swords out here. But for the sake of the reading, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is you, but it doesn't have to be you. So Capricorn, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it kind of looks like things came to an end here between you and whoever it is that you were once upon a time romantically involved with. I don't feel like you saw this coming, though, as far as this ending between you and this person is concerned. It's interesting because it kind of looks like everything went from looking really, really, really good here between you and this person to really, really bad, really, really fast. It just kind of looks like things ended on a really bad note here between you and this person. I keep wanting to say this, like, you really did not see this ending coming. You really did not see this ending coming. Like, I feel like this ending here, it really did catch you by surprise. It really did. Now, with the Page of Cups to the King of Wands to the Three of Pentacles coming out here for you, there is an overall energy, Capricorn, of you trying to fix and repair things here with this person that you recently experienced this ending with. I am definitely getting an apology coming from you to this person. So, there's a huge possibility that the reason why this relationship came to an end could have had a lot to do with maybe something that you said or maybe something that you did. But regardless of why this relationship came to an end, regardless of what you could have possibly said and or did, I do see you apologizing to this person for something, okay? I do see that happening. Now, with the Three of Pentacles coming out here, there is an overall energy of you wanting to fix and repair things here with this person. That is what you truly want. That is what you truly desire here. But I guess we'll see, right, how this person responds and reacts to all of this, okay? How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay. We have the Ten of Swords. We got the Two of Pentacles. And then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. In regards to how this person is currently viewing you in this relationship that they share with you, it's like this person's trying to figure out, like, man, like, did Capricorn really love me like they say they did or not? Like, I feel like this person is just trying to figure out, like, did you really love them or not? Like, did you really want to be with them long term or not? Did you have really good intentions when it came down to them or not? Because from the looks of it, they just kind of feel like you didn't really have any sort of good intentions when it came down to them all along. They just kind of feel like you didn't really want, long term, like I guess you said you did, right? I just kind of feel like this relationship that they had with you, it really did kind of like bring a lot of confusion into their life. It really did kind of like mess with them mentally, because it kind of looks like for a while they spent a lot of like time going back and forth in their head, like, does Capricorn really love me or do they not? Like, do they honestly mean well or do they not? And I just kind of feel like due to whatever happened recently here between you and this person, it has this person like really in their head, like trying to figure it all out. Like, man, like, did they really love me or do they not really love me? Because, like, if they did love me, why did they do this to me? I don't understand. Why did they do this to me? I don't understand. Why did they do this to me? Why did they put me through this? I don't get it. I don't understand. I feel like there's times, Capricorn, where you have shown this person that you are very serious about them and that you really, really do want to be with them. But there's times where you've also kind of shown them the complete opposite. And I kind of feel like this is kind of why this relationship that they once upon a time had with you has been messing with them mentally for quite some time. Okay. It's like they're trying to like rationalize absolutely everything that they just went through here with you. They're trying to rationalize like what just happened here between you and this person. I'm sorry, what happened between you and them, and everything else that you've ever put them through. They're just trying to rationalize everything to themselves. How does this person currently feel? We have the Six of Cups. We got the Four of Pentacles. Man, with the Seven of Swords. It's like they're trying to figure out, like, was everything that you've ever told them a lie? Or did you really mean it? And if you did mean it, why did you do what you did? Like, I just kind of see them kind of going through that right now, where they're just right now currently trying to rationalize absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. Which, with the Six of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles coming out here, that's kind of telling me that, yeah, there's times where you've shown this person that you really do care about them. There's times where you really, made this person think, believe, and feel like you really did love them, that you really did care about them, that you really did want long-term here with them. But then there's also times where you led this person to think and believe like, yeah, there has been times, Capricorn, where you've led this person to think, believe, and feel like you didn't really love them. Like you didn't really care about them. Like you didn't really have their best interests at heart. Like you didn't really want long term with them. It's like they don't know what the hell to believe, is what it is. Like they don't know what the hell to believe. Like, do they believe that all of this was a lie and everything you've ever told them was a lie? Or do they believe that you really did love them, that you really did care about them? But again, it's like they're still kind of going back and forth. But if they loved me, if they did care about me, but why did they do this and why did they do that? Okay. How does this? I'm sorry. How does Capricorn currently feel about this relationship? Okay. So we do have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we also have the Four of Swords out here. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles out here. As well as the Six of Wands. And then we also have the Three of Swords to the Queen of Swords. And then we also have the Queen of Wands with the Four of Wands. There's a huge possibility that the reason why this relationship could have potentially went south here between you and this person could have had a lot to do with like a third-party situation. That's definitely a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. Or you allowed some type of external factor, you know what I mean, to come in between the two of you. It doesn't have to always represent, when I say third party situation, it doesn't always have to represent like there being like cheating involved or anything like that. This could just simply mean that you allowed, like I said, external factors to kind of get in the way, like work, or you allowed your family members and your friends to like cause problems and issues between the two of you, things of that nature. Doesn't always have to like represent that there was cheating involved. It doesn't. Now, in regards to how you're currently feeling, Capricorn, one thing that I will say is this: despite the fact, right, that you did what you did or you said what you said, okay, there's an overall energy of you essentially feeling really, really confident that you could be able to win this person back. There's an overall energy of you essentially feeling really confident within yourself, that you could be able to pull this reconciliation off here with this person, and just simply pick up where you left off with them. You feel pretty confident that you could pull this off. You feel pretty confident that you could pull this off, and I kind of feel like you kind of know. That it's going to take some time, in regards to you being able to pull this reconciliation off with this person is concerned. But you know that you can do this. Like, you know that you can totally do this. You know you can totally pull this off. Or at least that's what you're telling yourself, right? That you could totally pull this off. You can totally win them back. You could totally pull this reconciliation off here with them. But I feel like it's going to take some time. And I also kind of feel like you kind of have your work cut out here for you. But I also kind of feel like right? That you're going to experience a level of pushback here from this person. But if it's one thing that I will say is this: you're not really worried and concerned about the level of pushback that you're going to be receiving from this person. You're not worried and concerned about it taking time for you to win this person back. You're not worried and concerned about any of that. You're not. You're very determined to make this happen. Very determined to make this happen, even if it does take time, even if you do experience a level of pushback here from this person. You feel pretty confident that, yeah, you could pull this off. You could basically win them back. What actions will Capricorn take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, we have the Hangman, and then we also have the Empress. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Wands out here. And we have the Magician. I'll be honest, I feel like, and I'm just going to have to, like, blow your spot up here, Capricorn. Hate to do this, but I feel like you're using reverse psychology on this person. Like, moving forward, you're going to try to, like, fix things here between you and this person. You're going to try to, apologize to them. You're going to try to, like, do whatever it is that you can on your end to make this marriage and or relationship work. But once you realize that this apology is not really influencing them to, take you back, once you realize that whatever it is that you're currently doing to win them back is just not working out, I kind of see you deciding to basically use reverse psychology on them. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you're turning around and giving them an ultimatum. It's like the best way that I can describe what it is that I'm seeing here. It's like you're turning around and you're giving them an ultimatum. Like, you tell me, like, tell me right now, like, do you want to make this work or do you not want to make this work? Because if you don't want to make this work, I will leave right now. I will leave right now, and I will leave you alone for the rest of my life. I promise you that. Like, but just tell me right now though. Like, do you want to move past this? Do you want to talk about this? Do you want to heal this? Or do you not? You tell me, you know what I mean? Like, you tell me what you want to do, but tell me right now. You know what I mean? Because if you don't want to work this out, if you don't want anything to do with me, I will leave right now. And I kind of feel like it's the way that you're communicating to this person, and it's the way that you sound that makes it sound and seem to them like you're dead serious when it comes down to you not playing, when it comes down to, like, okay, if they don't want to work things out here with you, you will up and leave. And you will never contact them again. You will never look for them again. Like, you will literally leave them alone for the rest of their life. Like, you sound very, what's it called? You sound very convincing when you say, like, if you don't want to work this out, I will leave you alone for the rest of my life. You will never see me. You will never hear from me ever again. I promise. I'm kind of curious to see, like, how they're going to respond and react to this. What actions will this person take towards Capricorn or moving forward? Yeah, it kind of looks like this reverse psychology that you're using on them. It's kind of forcing them to really think long and hard about whether or not they're really ready. Like, are they really, 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 really ready to like wrap this up with you and call it a day and never look back. Like, are they really, really ready for that? Are they really, really ready for that? There's also like an overall energy of them kind of like thinking to themselves, like, okay, like, if they do decide to reconcile with you, are things going to get better? Are things really going to get better? Or are things going to continue to remain the same? You know what I mean? And because they don't know if things are going to get better or not, that makes this decision of theirs that much more challenging and that much more difficult for them to basically make. Whew. Okay. So it kind of looks okay. So it kind of looks like they go from "that's it, I'm done with you," Capricorn, to basically questioning absolutely everything under the sun, trying to rationalize everything to themselves. Like, man, do they really love me or do they not love me? Do they really care about me? Do they not care about me? To then you coming in, and just kind of flipping the script here. You know what I mean? And this, like I said, this to me looks like reverse psychology. So, as you're like, I guess, flipping the script and using this whole reverse psychology here on this person, it's really causing this one over here to think long and hard. Like, are they really ready to close this chapter out here between you and them? Or do they really have like a second chance within them? You know what I mean? And that's kind of what they're trying to figure out. Okay. I'm going to pull some advice for the person to the right of me, just in case some of you out there find yourself resonating with the person to the right of me. And then I am going to pull the outcome here just to kind of see what's going to end up happening ultimately. Any advice for the person to the right of me? Okay. Let's see. What's going on here? Okay. Now, in regards to your overall advice for those of you who find yourself resonating more so with the person to the right of me, okay? And just keep in mind, this is your life. You do what you want with it, okay? But in regards to your overall advice, you are being advised to not revisit this connection here between you and this person to the left of me. You're being advised to not revisit this connection here. You're being advised to not do so, okay? And it's mainly because the likelihood, right, of things getting better, of things changing, more than likely is not necessarily going to happen. And here's why, okay? It has a lot to do with this person's energy to the left of me, okay? Because this person is harnessing this energy of, yeah, I know I messed up, but I ain't worried about it because I know exactly what to say, exactly what to do to, convince them, to stay with me and not leave me. It's stemming from a place of them essentially feeling like they could sit up here in this relationship and mess up and make mistakes and make poor decisions and do things that they shouldn't be doing, and you're just going to turn around and basically like forgive them, right? Every single time. So with that being said, this person doesn't really have any sort of like real reason to basically change. What is the point? Like, let's just look at this from like a logical standpoint, right? It's like, let's forget about our emotions and the history that you guys have with one another. Realistically speaking and logically speaking, this person, this King of Wands over here to the left of me, they don't really have any sort of reason to change their ways whatsoever. They could keep messing up, they could keep making poor decisions, they could keep doing things that they know they shouldn't be doing within this relationship, and the worst, right, that's gonna happen here is that you guys are gonna get into like a really big fight or a really big argument. You guys might break up for a few days, and then the next thing you guys know, you guys are back together. Like, in other words, this King of Wands doesn't necessarily feel like you're going anywhere. So it makes no logical sense for them to change. It makes no logical sense for them to get their act together. What is the point, like, of them doing all of that if you're still going to stick around either which way. What is the point of them walking a fine line, you know? In other words, regardless if they walk a fine line or not, they look at you like you're not going anywhere. So why should they walk this fine line again? And I know for some of you, you're kind of thinking, well, like they should be walking this fine line because, you know, they should respect how I feel. They should be walking this fine line, you know, because they should be, you know what I mean? They should be, you know, walking this fine line, taking me and this marriage that they share with me or this relationship that they share with me seriously. But that's the thing with this one over here. It's like, if we're kind of going just based off of their, you know, perspective and how they're looking at this entire situation, what is the actual point? Like, that's how they're looking at it. Like, what is the point of me changing? What is the point of me walking this fine line? What is the point of me doing all of that if they're not going to go anywhere? What is the point of me putting in all this work to improve and change and become the man and or woman, you know what I mean, that this person wants me to be? Like, they're not going to go anywhere. What is the point? What is the point? What is the point? What is the point? In other words, they look at it as a complete and utter waste of time to get their act together, because either which way you want to slice and dice this situation, at least for them, you're not going anywhere. And that's how they see the situation. So no, they don't see the actual point in putting in all this work to become the man and or woman you want them to be. Like, for what? That's too much work, too much effort. For what? For you to stay either which way, regardless if they get their act together or not. Like, and that's how they're looking at the situation. And this is why you're being advised to not revisit this. Now, with all of that being said, even though you're being advised to not revisit, you know, this connection, I do feel like this King of Wands is still going to try. Okay. Now, if you're this King of Wands, okay, and they do decide to not revisit this connection here between you and them ever again, like, I do kind of still see you trying to win them back. I do still see you kind of trying to, you know, convince them that you're going to change and that you're going to do better and that, you know, you're going to stop doing this and that you're going to stop doing that. But see, this is the thing, right? If you are this King of Wands, okay, this is the thing. By you not changing, by you not willing to put in the work to honestly like improve yourself and show up and be the man and or woman that they need you to basically be, all this connection is really doing for them anyways is confusing them, it's hurting them, it's messing with their mental health on top of that, and it's just not fair, right? Because you gotta understand, dude, that you're dealing with an empress here. You're dealing with an empress here. So with that being said, like, when it comes down to you, my friend, like, this person's giving it their all when it comes down to you. Like, this person's giving you the best version of themselves that they possibly can. They're showing up in this connection in the exact same way that they want you to show up in this connection. Just like they're being committed and devoted and loyal to you, and not sitting around giving you reasons to question them or doubt them or not trust them. Like, they want you to do the exact same thing. You see what I mean? And the fact that they don't see you doing the exact same thing is very heartbreaking and discouraging for them. You see what I mean? They just kind of look at this relationship, you know, with you as something that's really, really unfair, you know, because if here they are trying to show up and be the best version of themselves that they could possibly be here for you, and you're turning around and you're like giving them reasons to not like trust you, and, you know, you're confusing them, and, you know, you're telling them one thing, but you're doing something completely different, and, you know, you're making all of these promises, and then you turn around and you break them. Like, this is really hurting them. This is really, really hurting them. This is really, really hurting them. Okay. Now, we also have the Magician with the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Tower out here. The only way, dude, I really see you pulling this off, to be completely honest with you, is by honestly putting in the work to change. Honestly putting in the work to show up and be the man and or woman that they really, really need you to be, and honestly want you to be. If they don't really see you putting in the work to change and become the man and or woman that they need you to be, I just don't see them revisiting this. I just don't see them revisiting this. Even if, right? Like, even if they do decide to take you back, you know, just out of sheer curiosity, I wonder what would happen this time if I take Capricorn back, right? It's not going to take too long, dude. You know what I mean? Before, you know, you're giving them another reason to like question, you know, whether or not you love them or not. It won't take too long before you, you know, cause this person, you know, to feel like you're not really trying to change. It won't take too long. It won't take too long. No matter how you want to slice and dice this entire situation, this relationship is going to crumble time and time and time and time and time again until you show up in the ways that they need you to show up, in the ways that they're currently showing up in this marriage or this relationship that they share with you. Until that day comes, this relationship is going to continue to crumble time and time again. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's going to crumble every single time. It's going to fall apart every single time. And it's mainly because there's things that you need to kind of change and work on in order to prevent that from happening again. But if you don't put in the work, you know what I mean, to prevent another breakup, another tower moment, another fight, another argument, then this is inevitable. This is going to happen. This is going to, for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to happen. You guys will experience another breakup. You guys will experience another tower moment. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when is it going to happen. That's it. So if you don't put in the work to like prevent this marriage and a relationship from falling apart yet again, it will fall apart yet again. It's going to happen, you know? So regardless if this person decides to take you back or not, if you don't really put in the work to change, this relationship will fall apart yet again. And if they do decide, right, to take you back, like I said, it won't take too long, you know, before you start to make this person feel like you're not actually changing like you said you would. And, you know, you're not actually getting your act together like you said you would, right? And then that's just going to be the straw that basically broke the camel's back, right? And then from that point on, like, you will officially have lost your grip on this person, and it kind of looks like for good. Because like right now, dude, like you might feel like, all right, I know exactly what to say to this empress. I know exactly what I'm gonna do to prevent them from leaving me, right? And so what you've been doing thus far, yeah, it may have been working out in your favor, but it's like, regardless if they stay or if they go, this relationship is gonna hit the fan one more time. And it's going to be because of something that you either say and or do that's going to cause them to feel like, you know what? You're not going to change. You're not going to change. You're not going to change. I'm out, right? And when this moment does occur, like that's when you're going to kind of realize that you're losing your grip on this person. And it kind of looks like this time it will be for good. There will be no, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to say, exactly what I'm going to do, because it's not going to matter at that point. It's not going to matter at that point, you know? It's not going to matter at that point. It's not going to matter at that point. So, I don't know, dude. Like, from the looks of it and the way that these cards are coming out, if they do, you know what I mean? Like, if they do decide to take you back, and this is only if they do decide to take you back, and you don't put in the work to change, or stop doing whatever it is that you've been doing that's causing this person to constantly question, do you really love them? Do you really care about them? Do you really want to be here? Do you not want to be here? Because if you did, why would you do this? Why would you do that? Like, if you don't stop whatever it is that you're doing on your end, dude, I don't think that you're going to be able to get this person back after I just, no. I just don't see that happening. Like, I just don't think that you would be able to get this person back after another mess up, screw up, poor decision, like however you want to word it. Like, I just don't, I don't see you being able to like convince this one over here into taking you back. You know, but if you change, obviously, you know, all of this could be prevented, but that, you know, that really does all depend on you. You know what I mean? If you change, then you do change. If you don't, then you don't. But If you don't, for sure, like, this is how it's going to play out. Like, this is going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's it. You've officially lost this person for good. And there is no y'all anymore. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. What's the outcome here between these two? Okay. We got the Ace of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Seven of Wands, so the Five of Cups, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles. There is a huge possibility. There is definitely a huge possibility that this person might just decide to give you another chance. There's a huge possibility that this person might just decide, you know what? Let me see what happens this time. Let me just see what happens this time. Let me just see if Capricorn gets their act together this time, right? If it's one thing that I will say, is that I feel like this person is preparing themselves for you to disappoint them yet again. I also kind of feel like this person is preparing themselves. Yep. I also feel like this person's preparing themselves to walk away. They might give you another chance. The likelihood of them giving you another chance it's kind of looking at an all-time high from, like, these cards. But yeah, if it's one thing that I will say is that they're going to prepare themselves for another letdown. They're going to prepare themselves for another disappointment. They're going to prepare themselves, but they're also going to prepare themselves to leave you and this marriage that they share with you, or this relationship that they share with you. And it's mainly because with the Queen of Cups coming out here to the Five of Cups, they just kind of know on an intuitive level you're going to disappoint them again. You're going to let them down again. But they're also kind of harnessing this energy of, I could be wrong. Maybe Capricorn might get their act together. Maybe Capricorn might stop disappointing me and letting me down. But I guess only time will tell, right? But deep down inside, they know. They know that, all right, they're probably going to disappoint me again. Let me just get ready. Let me just prepare myself now, At the bottom of the deck, we got the Seven of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles, and then we also have the Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. We have the Emperor, we got the Six of Wands, and then we also have the Three of Swords. Capricorn. This is kind of like confirming what I already said. And this is just acting as a double confirmation at this point. It's like, it looks like, yeah, they'll take you back, right? But it's only a matter of time before you do something to give them another reason to not trust you. It's only a matter of time before you do something that you know deep down inside you shouldn't be doing in this marriage or this relationship. It's only a matter of time before you do, right? And when you do, you know what I mean? That's when I see this relationship coming to an end. But for good this time. With the Seven of Swords to the Three of Swords, that creates a Ten of Swords at play. Okay? Yeah. If you mess up again, dude, which that's the thing, right? Is that I can tell you don't want to lose this person. I can tell, but it's like, I could also tell you're not really putting in the work, dude, to like honestly change and honestly, like, do right by them in this connection, right, that the two of you share with one another. And that act alone, as far as like you not putting in the work to change and actually get your act together is concerned, that's what's going to prompt you to lose this person for good. And here's the thing, when this relationship does come to an end, because it kind of looks like the main reason why it will come to an end without a shadow of a doubt is mainly because you're not putting in the work to change, right? When this relationship does come to an end, you're gonna know. You're going to know that this person's really done with you for good. And I feel like that's going to really scare you. Because you're just going to feel it. Like, you're just going to feel like, whoo, like, all right, they're done with me. They are done with me. Like, for real, you're going to feel how done they actually are with you, dude. And then by the time that energy hits you and you feel like, yo, like this person's really done with me for good, because you've never felt this way. While being involved with this one over here, you never truly felt like, oh my God, like it's really over between us. You never really felt that way. But it kind of looks like you will very soon. And this is if you don't get your act together, if you don't change, if you don't put in the work to change and start doing right by them in this connection, like you will honestly like feel this as far as what it really, really feels like to honestly like lose this person, like, but for good, for good. You know, and once this energy does hit you, you know, I do kind of see you falling into this energy of like, nah, I need to, nope, 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 I can't lose them, I got to get my stuff together. Like now, no, like for real, no, like I have to get my stuff together. I can't lose this person, I can't lose them. And that's the energy that you're falling into. And I hate to say this to you, Capricorn, let me double check. I really hate to say this to you, but do I see you getting your act together the moment this energy hits you and you realize, fuck, like that I feel like I'm about to lose this person for good, and I'm never gonna see this person again because it's gonna hit you, dude. Do I see you falling into this energy of like, nah, like I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna get my shit together. And do you mean it? Yeah, you do. I'll give you that much. I feel like you really do mean it. I feel like you really do mean it. I feel like you're really serious about walking a fine line in this marriage and or relationship. Once this hits you, once you really feel like, all right, I'm about to lose this Empress for good, like that's when I see you like, all right, nah, I'm gonna stop playing. I'm gonna stop playing. I'm gonna start getting my act together. Like, no, like nope, I don't want to lose this person. I don't want to lose them. I don't want to lose them, right? But it's like I hate to really say this to you, and I hate to say this to you. Swear to God, I do. But like, I feel like it is gonna be too late because it's like even me looking at the cards that are coming out here for this person, there is no coming back from this. There is no coming back from this, dude. Like there is no coming back from this. There, as far as like their energy is concerned, like as for, there is no going back. Like going back is not even an option in this person's mind. Going back is not an option. Going back is not an option. And that's the thing, is that I feel like this person, and this is kind of why I'm like, yo, dude, I think that like you guys are probably not going to get back together after this, even if you do change, because I do see you changing. I do see you changing, but by the time you do change, they're going to be completely done because you messed up again. You see? And see, here's the thing with this person is that I feel like they're finding comfort in knowing, you know what? I tried. They're finding comfort in that. They're finding comfort in knowing that they honestly did really try their hardest and they really did give it their all when it came down to you. Because I feel like for a while they were thinking, maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm the problem here. Because that's what I am definitely getting here off of this energy. It's like, even though, yeah, you did things to like make this person question if you really do love them or care about them, there was a part of them that kind of felt like maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm tripping here, maybe I'm just overthinking things here. But I think that once you do this, that's just a confirmation for them anyways that okay, no, they weren't tripping, and okay, you're not serious about them, and okay, you don't really want to make this work, and okay, you don't really mean what you say when you say you want to spend the rest of your life with them and get married, all that jazz, right? Like that's going to be a confirmation for them that you don't really want to change and you're not that serious about them. That's how they're going to take it, as a confirmation that okay, boom, they're not serious about me, and that's okay. To be honest, also too, which I feel like they've been doing this because it's interesting how they're walking away. And there is no Three of Swords, there is no Ten of Swords, there is no Five of Cups. Like there's no pain. There's no pain. There's no pain. There's no sadness. There's no depression. None of that coming from this one. I'm not getting like an ounce of like depression coming from this person whatsoever. And it could be, you know, because they cried everything that they could cry, you know what I mean, since they've been with you. You know, maybe they don't have any more tears to cry. That's definitely a possibility. But yeah, it's like they're walking away. and they're not looking back, and there is no pain, there is no disappointment, there is no, man, like I wonder if I would have done this differently, I wonder if it would have worked out, and like, man, like maybe I was tripping back there, maybe I was overthinking things back. There is none of that. There's nothing but them freeing themselves from this entire situation and finding comfort in knowing that they gave it their all and they did everything that they possibly can to make this marriage and our relationship work. And also accepting the fact that they weren't actually the problem like they thought they were. Because it kind of looks like for a while they thought that they were the problem. They thought that, you know, they're just overthinking things and they're just kind of tripping and like, you know, things of that nature. Now don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? Like people make mistakes, you know, we're human, we're gonna fuck up, we're gonna make mistakes. But see, that's the thing, Capricorn, is that just kind of going based off of like that Seven of Swords energy coming from you, like whatever it is that you are doing or whatever it is that you're gonna do, right, to self-sabotage this relationship between you and this person yet again, you're putting thought into like what you're doing. In other words, I don't feel like this is you making a mistake. Like, oh, my bad, I didn't know that that was going to piss you off. Or, oh, my bad, I didn't know that that was going to hurt you. I'm not getting that from you. And I'm just going to be real with you. Like, I'm not getting that from you. What I am kind of getting is that you're putting a lot of thought into something that you know you shouldn't be doing, that you know is wrong. And you're deciding to do it anyways. See what I mean? So we can't really call it like a mistake, not with the Seven of Swords. Like we cannot call it a mistake. We can't call it a oops, my bad, didn't know. Like we can't call it that. Like I mean, or I can't anyways, because it doesn't look like it was a oops, my bad, didn't know this was gonna hurt you, didn't know that this was gonna upset you, didn't know that this was gonna trigger you, didn't know that I shouldn't be doing this, like didn't know that this was wrong. Like no, like whatever it is that you plan on doing next, you're putting thought into whatever it is that you plan on doing next, and you know you shouldn't be doing it, but you're gonna do it anyways. And I think that that would basically be the moment where you end up losing this person for good. All of this could be prevented, but it's like if you, I don't know, dude, if you don't put in the work to change, man, like you're gonna lose this person for good. You're going to lose this person for good, and you're going to specifically feel how different this breakup actually feels. Because it kind of looks like y'all experienced a lot of breakups here with one another. This breakup is going to feel different. It's going to hit different, to the point where it's going to make you feel like, okay, I'm never going to see this person again. Like this person's really I'm never going to see this person again. Like we're really, really done. Like that's exactly how you're going to feel, because that's exactly what's taking place. Is you losing this person and potentially never even seeing them again. So you could avoid this, but that does all depend on you. All right. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.